One of the things that we experience with our clients on a daily basis is really a misunderstanding of what they legally can do and what their rights and obligations are as an employer. Many of our clients believe and feel like they've talked to their accountant, their payroll company, and industry experts that they know that they're allowed to, from a legal standpoint, deduct premiums from their employee's paycheck on a tax-free basis. And that's true. However, what they don't know, or one of the things that we're finding more and more people may be out of compliance on, is for an employer to be able to deduct premiums on a pre-tax basis for their employees, they're required to have what's called a Section 125 plan document. And that's, you hear it called Section 125, POP, premium only plans, etc. But really what POP, to sponsor a Section 125 plan is very simple. It's very easy. You can have your accountant, your attorney, you can do it yourself. Most people use what's called the document creation service. But really there's kind of a four-step process. One is you are required by law to have a written plan document. It's got to have eligibility periods. It's got to have waiting periods, things of that nature. There's also required to have what's called an SPD, or summary plan description. The SPD, or summary plan description, really is what you distribute out to your employees. In fact, legally you're required to either distribute a hard copy or to do it in electronic format. Nowadays with emails or intranets, if a company has an intranet, it's available electronically, or they distribute it via PDF format. And an email, that qualifies under the Department of Labor. But you're required to give that to all new hire employees, and to do that at least every 5 years or when you make material changes to your plan. The other is that you're required to have one or the other. Either each employee acknowledge and sign up on the plan. What we encourage our clients to do, in fact, what most people are doing, and we think it from a time standpoint and logistically is better, is what we call default or auto enrollment. Instead of sending out an enrollment form, we send out a notice with the SPD that's included in their auto enrollment, and give them 30 days that says, if you don't let us know that you want to waive, we're going to automatically enroll you in the 125 plan. There would be we've never had an employee that would not want to, but in certain cases, because it's run pre-tax, federal and state income tax, Social Security and Medicare, maybe you have someone that's in their mid-50s or late 50s who's new to the workforce and hasn't qualified for Social Security and really wants to pay more in Social Security taxes. Doesn't happen very often, but it can, and legally you're required to give them the right to waive coverage. And so what most people are doing are hand out with the SPD a automatic enrollment notice that says you're going to be automatically enrolled in the plan unless you let us know within 30 days. Here's the waiver so that you can let us know otherwise. The other thing, and the most important thing, is really to update that plan document. Here in 2007, there's also been some recent changes as of late. This is a federal document, although each state has different regulations, whether you're required to have it or not. On a federal basis, there are certain items that need to be included, and that document changes. And so if you've got a document that's been done a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, you really need to check with your advisor professional or a document creation service to make sure that it's updated. Having a document that's out of date is worse maybe than not having a document at all. And if you're going to run premiums on a pre-tax basis, you're required by law to have the document. So this is what we're talking about, is the Section 125 POP, or premium only plan. Again, written plan document, SPD or summary plan description. You're required to give an enrollment form or the enrollment waiver auto election form. The other is you're required to perform what's called non-discrimination testing. So for an S Corp or LLC, for a corporation that sponsors it, unfortunately, an owner of an S Corp LLC that owns 2% of the business or more is not eligible to participate in the 125 plan. So they can deduct on their personal income tax, federal and state income tax, but they cannot avoid Social Security and Medicare taxes like the employees can, or W-2 employees. There's non-discrimination testing. Groups under 100, you're not required to file that, but you are required to perform it, to keep it. In the event of an audit from Department of Labor, you're required to prevent that, or to provide that notice. A resource that you can find great information is called section125plans.com. They can go through some of the details on there. Also recommend document creation companies for you.